When you remember your breakthrough moment in the 60s, what memories come to your mind immediately? What was the time then? How is it today? Did it change a lot, the business?
I think I don't know whether the business changes. I don't know whether the business of acting changes. I don't know whether the business of making films changes. The structure around obviously changes, and how you finance films and how you get films together. But it's still all about the same thing. It's all about making stories, trying to make them happen. And what happens when you get a break when you're very young is like, you know, the most magic moment in your whole life. And so for every young actor, once you know get a break, it's just extraordinary, because it means that you're going to begin. Then you've got all, but the door is opened.
Is there a moment where you are in danger to lose ground in that, when you're young and become famous overnight, and also for your beauty, and you want to be an actress, but you're also a model? You know what I mean? Is there a danger, or did you have this dangerous moment?
I think it can be dangerous. I think it's probably more dangerous now because of the over exposure. Before, in the 60s, when I broke into films, it was nothing like the exposure. Nothing like. It was just sort of quite genteel, actually, the exposure. It was sort of. But here now they just gobble you up. So you've got to be so careful. I don't know how they do it.
Especially when
because they don't even have time to sort of get mature and get and find their way, and because they have so much attention focused on them that it's very humanely very difficult.
So you wouldn't like to start now as an actress, as a young actress again in this profession?
I'm really happy to have done it when I did. Yeah, I'm happy to have known my time. You know, but perhaps everybody sort of looks back and thinks that, oh, it was great, you know, when I was young. I'm not saying it's any better or worse. I'm not saying it's better, but I'm glad that I did it then.
I've read that you said something about beauty, that one has to earn beauty in a way. What did you mean by that, and why do you have to earn beauty? What does it mean for you?
What does it actually mean about that? I wonder. I'm trying to think what I would have meant by that.
It was like in the context of not getting too obsessed by it. On the other hand, so maybe you can, or what is the maybe even the danger of beauty? Maybe you experienced also the danger of beauty yourself as you were a model, as you worked in the business. Did you ever struggle to overcome that? I am a beauty, to be reduced to that.
No, I think you've got to think about you just don't have to think. You just mustn't think about it. You just don't. If you just don't think about the fact that you are beautiful. If you just don't have a relationship with it, you just don't have to have a relationship with it at all. It's just there. You just, you know, like, you know, you put on your clothes in the morning, you go out, and you're already there. It's like. It's like just don't pay attention to it.
What memories do you have of Visconti? You said he was your master once. I read that.
Yeah, he was my master. I think you need masters in life, and he was my first master. He made me understand things. He made me see things in a different way. He made me. He had such beauty and such wisdom and such experience. It was like the father figure that, you know, that my father couldn't be, because fathers aren't like that, you know. Fathers don't adore you in that way, you know. They adore you in a way, but they don't really sort of show it. But Visconti just showed it, and he just made me feel very, very beautiful and loved.
But did you experience the same adoration maybe with Ozon on a different level, or what kind of level? And also with, let's say, Woody Allen, for example.
Yeah, you do with directors. The directors are, I think, for an actor, and as you go through your life as an actor, directors become, they become your soulmates for the time that you're working with them, because you have a very special relationship with them. I mean, it's like unlike any other relationship you could have with anybody else.
And Lars?
And Lars, yes, Lars too.
You actually never had problems as an actor, using your body also to portray women characters, with nudity, with, you know, in like from swimming pool to Vers le Sud to whatever. What is so important about body language for an actor?
It's as important as words. You actually speak with your body. So you use your body as an instrument. It's like a musical instrument, and you can vibrate from anywhere in your body. And if you use it well, if you understand the harmony of your body, like you understand the harmony of your voice, and you use your voice as an instrument, then you have a completeness about your whole way of being, which I really worked at, because I really like that feeling.
You just spoke about these dark characters you played, and you don't really know where this comes from. Is that remaining a mystery for you?
Yeah, you don't. I don't. The thing that's interesting about, I think, about the human condition is that you don't need to know everything. We can't know everything. There's millions of things that we don't know, and what we do when we use our creativeness is we use things that we don't understand. Creativity comes through you. It's not something that you can intellectualize and ask for. There are techniques, obviously, you have your techniques, but pure creativity comes through us. And that's where you can completely surprise yourself and do untold things that you wouldn't have imagined that were possible in you. And that's where the mystery comes from. That's where the interest in performance comes from.
Do you think that the changing perception of movies, like watching on the internet or online or in the small devices, will change the way we tell stories? And or did you already experience that in your work, that the reception of movies is changing in a way? And how do you think will the future of cinema, what will it be? Will it continue to be the magic place that you just mentioned?
Yeah, I think we'll always want stories to be told, and we'll always want to, in a sense, read stories. We might read them on iBooks or on screens, and we might read them in different forms, perhaps not such long ways, because people won't concentrate in the way that they used to be able to concentrate on big books. But we'll always need that. We'll always need some form of recognizing ourselves through looking at other people, at how they live, and reading about other people and see how they live. I don't think our basic needs will change. So we'll adapt with the different ways we'll have in technology to explore, but we'll still be exploring the same things.